Hello students, in this video we're going to consider the May 2025 past paper question, application and interpretation standard level paper 2 question number 1. There are 15 marks total, and let's make a short overview, and I hope it is seen that from the question itself that it is related to the statistics and probability question. So let's start with the first part. Given that the poll has bar graph for the total number of goals scored in each game of soccer tournament in 2024. The bar graph is shown below. So this is a bar graph, yeah? Bar graph. However, the frequency of 4 goals in a game is unreadable. Paul uses this bar to create a frequency table. Okay, so now let's find the value of k. This is part A. So you see that this bar of A is equal to 5, yeah? So that's why the frequency is 5. So k is equal to 5 for this part. Now, Paul knows that the mean number of goals per game scored during the tournament was 2.2. So mean value, mean number. B1, write down the equation for the mean in terms of p. So how will you find mean? So to find mean, we have to mean is equal to 0 times 3 plus 1 times 11. So we are multiplying the number of goals with the frequency. For k is 5 plus 4 times p plus 5 times 1. And now let's divide by the total amount of the frequency. So if we'll add up together 3 plus 11 plus 7 plus 5 plus p plus 1, we will get, after simplification, we will get the expression of 45 plus 4p is equal to p plus 27, and it is equal to 2.2. So this is B1. And after using GDC, your calculator will obtain the value of p is equal to 8. It will be the part B2. So for B2, you have p is equal to 8. Okay, so these parts are finished. Now let's go to the next part. Before the next part, it's given additional information about the data for the number of goals per game in 2025. So it is next year, right? So the previous step was about the year 2024. Now it's 2025. As shown in the following box and whisker diagram, number of goals in a game given after comparing the box and whisker diagram from the 2025 tournament with the frequency table from 2024 tournament, Paul concludes that the distribution of goals is consistent between these two tournaments. Now the question: state 2 observations that supports Paul's conclusion using values from the data to compare any two of range, symmetry, median, and interquartile range. So what does mean consistent? Consistent. So it says consistent between these two tournaments. Yes, we should consider the median. So let's find the median from this table. So we will analyze this table. We know that our frequency is 3. I will write here 3 is 11, 7, k is equal to 5, and p is equal to 8. Now if we will consider the median, if we will use your calculator, you will get the median is equal to 2. So if we will type everything in calculator in the statistics part, yeah, remember statistics, list 1, list 2, then variable statistics, and you will get the median straightforward from your calculator. Median will be equal to 2. Then k1 also from the calculator, q1 is equal to 1, and q3 is equal to 4. Okay, and the interquartile range, for this case, interquartile range for the 2025 tournament, we will have IQR is equal to, interquartile range is equal to 4 minus 1 is 3. And we have the same interquartile range for the 2024. So the same IQR. So you see that it is the main parameters are the same. It means that the two tournaments goal were consistent. Okay, this was a part C. Now let's turn to the part D. Paul plans to watch all the games from 2024 tournament in a random order. He will watch each game once. For the first game he defines event F as scoring either 0 goals or exactly 1 goal. Write down the event from the table that equivalent to F dashed. So this is very important, F dashed. So it means that F dashed is not, yeah? So we have to make sure that we speak in the same language, that F is, F dashed means not F. So not equivalent to F. And it says that there may be more than one correct answer. Okay, so let's consider one by one. Scoring exactly 2 goals. So exactly 2 goals. So we have to find the expression which is not equivalent to this statement. Not equivalent. Scoring either 0 goals or exactly 1 goal. Now scoring exactly 2 goals means that it is not equivalent of 2, because we don't know. It could be 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals, and 1 goal. So it is not restricted somehow that we will have only 2 goals in this game. So it's not appropriate. Scoring more than 1 goal in this game. More than 1 goal. So this statement says that 0 or 1, exactly 1, yeah? So if it says that more than 1 goal, it means that 2, 3 goals here. So it is appropriate. Now C, scoring at least 2 goals in the game. The same. So 2 goals is more than 1 goal. Yeah. So actually these statements B and C are equivalent to each other. D, let's consider D. Scoring 0 goals or exactly 1 goal in all games except this game. It's not appropriate, as well as E, not scoring 0 goals or exactly 1 goal in any game. Not appropriate, yeah? Okay, so just let's underline that we have B and C are correct. And it fits with the number of marks given, so 2 marks for each statement. Okay, now let's turn to the part E. Exactly 1 goal was scored in the first game. Paul watches. Write down the probability that exactly 1 goal was scored in the second game he watches. So if exactly 1 goal scores, it means that we have 10 goals for the next game left, right? So if we look to the table, look at the table. So if it was here, let me write using a red color. If in the first game he scored 1 goal, it means that for the second game it will be 10 goals out of total number of goals. Yeah, total number of goals. If we will calculate 35 minus 1, because 1 goal is already used in the first game. So it's a bit tricky, but once you will understand the idea, so you will be clear. So it again, in the first game it scored 1 goal, and the second game also 1 goal. So total it was 11 out of 35, and for the second game it's going to be 1 less for numerator and the same for denominator. So the answer is 10 over 34. Okay, and the last part F. Calculate the probability that 5 goals were scored in the first game, that Paul watches, and 0 goals were scored in the second game he watches. So it says 5 goals and 0 goals. Okay, so it means that we have to use the probability of 5 goals. Yeah, let me use this table straightforward in the last part. Yeah, 5 goals. Yeah. So you see that here it says 5 goals. So where is the row with the 5 goals? This one, right? This one. So it is 1 over 35. 1 over 35. And it says and 0 goals for the second game. So 0 goals is 3 out of 34. 34, because 1 game is already used, so total is 3 out of 35 times 34. In decimal places, we will have 0.002524, 3 significant figures. Okay, so that's how the paper 2 question number 1 solved. I hope everything was clear. Please subscribe, share to your friends, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.